Hi guys, it's Lanickia. I'm trying to do this video. This is like the third time I'm having to do this video because y'all know I have a new dog now. Well, y'all might not know because I said it on my Handmaid's Tale video, but I have a dog now. My husband went and got a dog. Anyways, so she was whining so much. This is the third time he finally took her outside so I can do my video in peace. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. Today is May the 8th. This video is going to be different because I'm going to be speaking of Alorica, which is a company that I'm going to be working for this summer, probably summer fall. Because I want to go on some few trips and I want to make some extra money for Christmas. So, yeah, we're thinking ahead. So, I'm gonna be giving you an update every week on what I'm doing with them. Um, Now, if you're new to the channel, what we do here is just I recommend jobs, and then we all just discuss, if a job worked for them. Some people have already been on the job, so they can give us more details about the job and all that good stuff. If you are a current subscriber and you're still staying tuned, I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch the videos. So let's get into this one. First off, my experience with them so far has been okay. I'm not gonna say that it's been bad, but it hasn't been as great as I feel like it could be. And let me explain. So I applied for the job and I thought I was going to go through the application process, but they said to chat. So I go through the chat process, and it was weird because they were chatting with me and then they started emailing with me, and I was like, well, which one do you want me to talk on or whatever? So we started talking through the email. So what they did was they sent me a link, and I did the assessments and everything. You know how you do have to do that. So I did that part of it, and then they said, okay, great, you passed that. So now you're going to do a phone interview. So a few days later, I had my phone interview and everything, and I passed that part. And the phone interview is nothing. It's just, how they ask you the basic questions about wanting to work from home. Why do you want to work from home? They're just asking basic. That phone interview was like that. So it wasn't that, it wasn't difficult for me. I don't think it was difficult, in my opinion. So then I go from the phone interview and he told me, and I will say the phone interview was really nice because he gave me a lot of details, as far, because I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. And he was like, and I'm still a little hazy on it, but from my understanding is that we'll be, or if you decide to do the job, we'll be working, doing over the phone, taking calls, trying to put in sales as well as doing customer service, trying to upsell companies that we already know about. So I'm guessing they're how call centers have a bunch of different companies that they're working for, like they outsource the work or whatever. So I guess they're outsourcing the work to us. So I was like, okay, cool. Once you do, like, you guys know, once you've done call center, it's all the same. It doesn't matter if it's a Fortune 500 company or just a company you've never heard of. It's all the same. They all usually tell you it's customer service when they really want you to do sales or whatever. So I already had expected to do some type of sales, even though it said customer service. So then he said you're going to receive an acceptance letter. This is not a hire letter. It's just an acceptance letter that you are going to the next process. So I did receive the letter, and the letter was really detailed. It had a lot of information. So it was an email, actually, and it had a lot of information on via the email. So I said, okay, I can. It asked me for my I-9s, which, working with other companies, I know what kind of a hassle that is. So if you've never worked from home, when you have to do the I-9s and everything, usually you have to get another person to sign off on it, just identifying that. And it can't be a family member, that yes, that is the correct ID, your ID and your social, and that you can work and all. It's more of a hassle because you got to find that person, you got to give them your stuff. That's the hassle part of it. So But in the email it told me everything had to be done May 3rd. Well, it was like the weekend before, like it was like April, somewhere up in there, that Thursday. So I was like, oh, I got time. I was like, I have time to do this. I'll probably, because my weekend was going to be busy that weekend. So I was like, okay, Monday I'll do it, and then I'll be, so I'll be set by May 3rd, because I didn't want to wait too late. So then I decided, but I did go ahead and go through with, because they sent a link in the acceptance letter that I found, and I was able to do like my tax information and all of that kind of stuff. The I-9, as far as my own personal what information that I need, the W-2, all of that kind of information, W-4, excuse me. I was able to do all of that information, and it was some other stuff that you had to go through and do. For them, and I was able to go ahead and do that. I just didn't do the I-9 part, and I didn't send over my driver's license and SSN. So come Monday, I received an email, and now, mind you, I got the email at 12 something, but I didn't see the email until 2 something, because I do receive I receive quite a few emails. So if you ever email me, because I see you guys email me in regards to jobs and things of that nature. I see them, and I promise I'm getting back to you. It's just really hard because I receive a ton of emails, from people, from jobs, that sometimes my phone is going off, and I just ignore it because it's I just received so many emails. So if I haven't gotten back to you, I promise I'm getting back to you. I just received so many, it takes me a while to go through them. And usually I have insomnia, so I usually go through them in the middle of the night. So yeah. But anyways, so I apologize if I haven't gotten back to you. But anyways, so I received an email, but I didn't actually look at it until 2 something. And you know how you get the notification on your phone? Well, I looked down and I saw it was from this company, and I was like, oh, well, let me look at them, because I wanted to work for them. So I said, okay. So I started reading the email, and it said, we need you to have your I-9s in this end by the 12th, by 12:30, or you're going to have to be moved to the 21st class. And I was like, whoa, wait. Because I had not, like, you guys told me it was going to be on the 3rd. So then I sent her an email back. It was the lady had emailed me. So I sent her an email back and said, it told me that I didn't have to have this information until the 3rd. And I had planned on doing it today, but the person I needed to do it with, she's not available. She won't be available until tomorrow, or whatever. And she was like, well, we really need it in by 3:30. Now, mind you, it's 2 something, so that gives me less than an hour to have it done. And so I sent her my ID and everything, and then I just told her, like, listen, I'm not gonna have the I-9 because I'm not with that person right now. They're at work, and they're not even answering my phone calls because they're at work or whatever. And she said, well, if you could try to get it in this evening. So I was able to talk to my person, and I was able to get my I-9s in that evening. So that Tuesday, I don't think I didn't hear from them. No, I received an email that said that they received my I-9s and everything, and they're going to verify all the information. So then that Wednesday, I received an email from one of them that said, we're missing the first page of your I-9. So I just resent it, and they said they didn't have my IDs or anything. So I resent those again. So, I just said, okay, I'm just going to send it again. By this point, I've sent the IDs 3 times, but I'm just like, okay, I'm going to just do it anyways. So then I go through waiting on to hear back from them, and I received another email that said, we received your information, and we'll let you know, if everything's correct. So I didn't hear anything Thursday. So Thursday evening, I sent them an email, and I was just like, hey, am I still starting on the 7th? Because that is Monday, and I haven't heard anything back from you guys on, about, what time training is. I haven't heard anything. So then I received an email Friday, and the lady said, no, I didn't hear anything from them. So Friday, I emailed the woman that I originally emailed, and I just told her, hey, I haven't heard anything from you guys. am I still training Monday or not? Because at this point I don't know what's happening. And she said, did you receive the welcome letter? Excuse me. Y'all know my sinus acts up. And I said, no, I haven't received a welcome letter. As I'm emailing her this, I receive a welcome letter. So I said, oh, well, I just got the welcome letter and everything, so I think I'm good to go. And she said, no, you have to do the background check. So I'm like, why didn't y'all give me the information so I could do my background check earlier and have it done with? Because they were telling me that this is the hardest part. Excuse me for that. They were telling me this was this takes a few days to complete. And she said, well, there's a slim chance we could go ahead and get it done for you today or whatever. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. So they sent me an email and it was to log in or everything. So I went through the process of logging in and it was not working. So I called the number that they have on the email and I said, hey, I'm a new hire. I'm trying to log in. It's not working. And so the lady that I spoke to, she was like, okay, well, I just enabled you. You need to call this number and get your, work status or something like that. She said, I can't remember. And I said, okay. She said, but wait 15 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes before you log in again. So I said, okay. So I waited I just went ahead and waited 30 minutes just to be sure. But while I was waiting in the 30 minutes, I called them and I was like, hey, they told me I needed to call this number to get my work status. What's my work status or whatever? And they was like, no, this is not the number you need to call. You need to call this number. And I said, okay. So I called the next number and I spoke to someone who was really nice. Now, mind you, everyone I'm talking to is really nice. I guess I was just frustrated because I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to start Monday or not? Like, what's going on? So then I go through the process and he was really nice. He gave me a little trick to do the next time I wanted to, like if I want to log in and I want to save my stuff. So he was really nice or whatever. And he said, just go ahead and try to log in because it had been that time. So I tried to log in. I'm still having an issue. I cannot log in. So I called the number again, the first number, the IT number. I called them again and I said, hey, I called this number earlier. They told me to wait 15 to 30 minutes and I should be able to log in. I've tried to log in. It's not letting me log in or whatever. And she wanted to go through the process of telling me the same thing she told me earlier because it was the same person I talked to. She wanted to go through the process of telling me what she told me earlier. And I was like, listen, I just need you to enable it so I can log in because I'm like, I don't mean to be a bee, but I've worked at call centers, so I know like this is just a runaround. You can do this, so just enable me, like change my password so I can log in. So she was like, okay, you're logged in now, and so I told her, wait, let me log in over here so I could go ahead and log in. So then I was able to log in, but I was a little frustrated with that part because I felt like I wasted an hour and 30 minutes when from the beginning she could have just been on the phone with me, letting me log in or whatever. But I digress. So then you get into their portal. So once you get into the portal and everything, once you get into the portal and everything, I started doing the information. Then I finally got an email. I received an email about doing the background check. Was it an email? It might not have been an email. It might have been actually in the portal. No, it was an email. So I did the background check, which took no time at all. It was just like that. And I did the background check, and then I went into the portal. And now this took me a minute because my computer didn't have a lot of the systems that they were needing already on there. Like, I don't keep a lot of stuff on my computer because I'm always, I have a lot of pictures on there for work. I have a lot of videos with this. So I don't keep a lot of stuff on my computer. So, and especially I don't keep Skype and all of that on because I don't use it that often. Like, I'll use Facebook Messenger. Like, if I want to do face-to-face with someone, I'll do Facebook Messenger or something like that. Anywho, so I had to have all that stuff on my computer. So I had to install their systems. And so, but they give you a checklist. And you cannot get past this checklist until everything is green or at least yellow, I believe. But I think all of mine ended up having to be green. So they make you go through, setting up your direct deposit. It has to check off as green. they make you go through all this. So you go through it, and then you turn around and have to do, make sure your software is correct, your hardware is correct, your contact information is correct, all of that. So I finally finished all of that information or whatever, and then it was just like, well, I got to just wait on my background. So yesterday, I was supposed to start, but I didn't get to start because I didn't have all my stuff done. Well, as far as the background, I didn't hear back as far as if I could start or not. So yesterday, Monday, which is Monday the 7th, at about 7 o'clock, I received an email saying that, yeah, you passed your background check or whatever. And so then it told me about going into training. I'll receive another email in regards to training and everything. So there was one part that I had to finish on my when I went inside. So when the background check and everything came through, I went inside, I finished that, and now it has me in temp status. So I sent an email, and I'm just waiting on a reply to see what happens now, because clearly I don't think I'm going to get in, because it's saying that you have 5 days from the time that your background check comes back as clear to start the training. So I don't understand how I could possibly start on the 21st when the email is saying 5 days. So that's where I am right now. I did receive the congratulations, you are officially, with them or whatever. I received them with the, talking about insurance and all of that kind of stuff. But the only thing that I haven't had done with them is as far as the like starting the training. So that's why I said I'll just give you guys this video. I'll put the link if you decide you want to apply for this job or not. I would say if you do apply for it, you just have to stay on it or whatever. It's almost like you have to make them work for you if you want to get the job, or go ahead and get everything processed. So I'll post another video probably next week. Unless I start training this week, then I'll do my training, because the training is nothing but like 15 hours or whatever. So the pay for this job is minimum wage. It's minimum wage for wherever you're located for the training, and then it's just based off your call performance and everything. So I think they said you could make up to like $9 or $10 somewhere in there. Again, this is just a job for, if you just want a job, to have the extra income. That's all I want. Really, what attracted me to this job is that I could work. You only have to work a minimum of 15 hours a week, and you don't have a set schedule. And then on Saturdays you have to work 2 hours, and it could be anytime. That's what attracted me to this job, is that I was free to be able to work when I wanted to work or whatever. So we'll see how this goes. I'll put a video if I start training this week, or I'll just update you guys probably next Tuesday, if not this weekend, and let you know how it's going or whatever, what I hear back. Because that's pretty much what this video is about, just me telling you about my work from home job with them. I'll put the link in the description. If you've worked for this company, if you could give me more information, that would be helpful, so that I would have a better idea as far as how your training went. Did you experience the same thing I'm experiencing, where you thought it was supposed to be one day and then it turns out to be another one? Just whatever it is, I would really appreciate that. So I'll let you guys know again how it goes. I hope this turns out well, because I really want this job, just because, again, I love the flexible schedule that they told me about. So I'm just like, this would be perfect. This would be perfect to do at least the summer, fall, or whatever. So anyways, guys, I'm Lanickia. That's all I got for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, if you would like to. I probably won't be back with any more work from jobs. I'll probably just drop work from jobs on Tuesdays, because I'm starting to do reviews over some of my favorite shows. So if you do the work from home and my reviews, I'll see you tomorrow for The Handmaid's Tale. If not, I will see you next week. Have a great day.